Good evening and welcome back. I'm Ursa Ryan, and I normally film this in maybe about an hour chunks, do some editing, crop it up, put it on YouTube, and I come up with the name of the next few videos sort of after I've edited them. But I have a feeling I know exactly what these ones are going to be called. The next video is probably going to be called Ryan Settles Absolutely Everywhere, and then the video after that is going to be called Ryan Annoys Every Single AI and has to fight a 7-way war against him, because I have a feeling that's how this is going to go. We've got one pioneer ready to go, we've got 1, 2, 3 more ready to be sort of popped out in the next turn as well. That's 4 more cities sort of capability. I reckon I can fit 2, one on the Korean peninsula and one up sort of in eastern China over sort of here, like 1, 2. I'm going to have a pop along, have a look at Japan, see what's going on. There's another one that can pop up here. And then, to be honest, I might get a city or 2 up in the north. There's 4 deers. That's a pretty good place to settle. I might stick one in the desert. I'm not sure at the moment. I might go and forward settle Greece a little bit. I might just keep going round. It's at the moment there's loads of choices, but I want to probably get to about 11 or 12 cities. Now that I've got the National College and I've got the, what do they call it? The East India Company, yay, although I would prefer it would call the East American Company. America! Yeah! That's how America is, right? It's very patriotic. I'm not sure. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I kind of want. Now I've got those 2 buildings. I don't need to worry about just sort of spam settling everywhere. As long as my happiness survives, which hopefully it should. I've got a couple of policies that'll help me get through that. We're one off cultural diplomacy, which will get me a huge boost of happiness, hopefully. And then we'll keep going down until we've finished patronage. It will be fine. I reckon we'll be absolutely fine with it all. I've also got a bunch of gold, if you can see. Look, 500 gold. It's always worth buying up a new ally. And to be honest, it's worth buying up an ally that will get me stuff. Greece is lurking. I'm kind of a little bit worried about Greece lurking, so I might buy up Singapore, actually, nice and quickly. Let's just buy actually, I don't even need to give them the whole thing, although I probably will anyway. Yeah, I'll give them the whole thing. Buy up Singapore, which means that if Greece does attack me, at least I've got 2 bodyguards either side. I've also switched my tech. I'm almost at 100 science in turn 100, so I'm okay on science at the moment. I'm not doing too badly, but I flicked over to steel, and I'm going to go to gunpowder on second reflection rather than going for astronomy first, because I want my Minutemen. If I can get Minutemen up, then I can go for a decent war with Athens, who is actually in a nice open land, so trebuchets and stuff will be easy to maneuver around. I think people like Poland is going to be an absolute nightmare, so attacking them before artillery would be a really stupid move, I think. But if I can save up a bit of gold now, I don't need any more city-states for the next sort of couple of turns. Save up a bit of gold, upgrade to longswordsman, we'll be fine. We'll be fine, yeah! We just discovered the Zulus, which is quite interesting. They seem to be down in Australia. And the reason that's interesting is because they seem to have found me with a trireme, which means that there is regular coast all the way down. So actually looking to settle Indonesia might not be a bad idea. And Greece are just oh, look at that. Pioneer, which is my settler, can be upgraded. There you go. If you play America as the No Quitters mod, you can upgrade your pioneers. There you go. I bet you didn't even know or want to know that, but it's a fact. Just keep exploring. Oh my goodness, look at all these barbarians. Oh, it's a good thing I've got a horseman ready to go, isn't it? Everywhere else, just keep making pioneers. I'm gonna settle everywhere. I really don't like the way the Greeks are just lurking around the edges of my borders. I mean, I know technically it's their borders as well, but I don't want to share. I really don't want to share. Also, German catapult in the middle of the desert, that's a little bit worrying. Is it not? Just going to start upgrading my troops subtly. 2 turns away from upgrading steel, which is pretty cool. But my god, look at all these barbarians over here. Oh, it's a horrible, horrible thing. I mean, I'll be fine. It's not going to cause me too much trouble, but still, annoying nonetheless. Especially because my pioneer, I wanted to kind of settle him there, which was a little annoying. Oh, but I could just settle straight on the ivory. I guess actually that's probably better because it gives me a little bit more space. Gets me the constant gold per turn as well. I love the fact that already it's just going to grow in 1 turn. I've got that many city-states that I'm allied with. It's fantastic. I love going patronage and liberty. It's such a good combo. You can just get the most ridiculously overpowered combinations of things. It's awesome. Pioneer, yeah. More pioneers for New York, I think. New York. Loads of pioneers everywhere. Just don't stop making me pioneers. Look at that. I'm a Liberty Star, and I've got The most techs. Well, like the joint most techs. That's really cool. Also, settling Chicago caused Greece to warn me about settling near them. I mean, again, really? That's ages away from you. I mean, you've just settled over here. You're forward settling Germany. I know, it's ridiculous. You may have noticed last time I got a social policy and then I settled, which meant that I lost the social policy because, you know, it increased how much culture I needed. That's the sort of good plays you'll see me do. Also, I'm on 16 happiness. Let's just get this one. 30 happiness. 14 happiness. Cultural diplomacy just got me there. I know, you know. Oh, I'm going to settle Japan, and it appears to have not only an ancient ruin, but double barbarians. And Mount Fuji. I don't know why I found that surprising. I mean, it was always quite clear that Mount Fuji would be on Japan, but no, for some reason, that was a mystery to me. Cool. Well, that's awesome anyway, because it means I can go and settle on Japan. Actually, I could probably settle quite near. Maybe I'll miss 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, where that guy is there, I can create a canal through Japan. That'd be quite cool. Oh, it's all kicking off this turn. I've got steel, I've got a great merchant, I've got, like, loads of new cities. I'll just pop this one down here. So, Los Angeles, Chicago, San Francisco, Seattle are all the new ones at the moment. Also, kind of going down here to sort of Indonesia. Looks like a decent enough place to settle. So I've got another pioneer heading this way. They're so slow by boat. I mean, I wish I could just run the whole way. That would be so much more convenient than what I've got at the moment. This great merchant. Ooh. I kind of want to put him on a resource. Ideally, like this iron. Where's the iron? This is the iron tile. 5 production. That's a decent tile. I mean, maybe probably Washington. I could probably afford to get rid of at least one of the farms, maybe. Although actually, I see a trading post there. No. I don't want trading posts. Terrible. Also, Greece are lurking again, so I'm going to take this opportunity to upgrade to Long Swordsman. Yeah, here we go. I'm a little bit more protected now, I feel. When I've got all this money, I might as well spend a little bit of that. Because I was actually looking at the demographics, that's not demographics. Looking at demographics, even though I was doing quite well, I'm still like 10th in soldiers, which isn't great. The Zulus, they're in Australia by themselves, and they still have the most soldiers, which is a little bit ridiculous. I don't know what they're doing down there, but it is not pleasant. These swordsmen are just pioneer. Go on, just settle over there. I can't be asked to get the perfect spot. These pioneers are actually quite handy. I mean, I just managed to. He got attacked by the brute, but it doesn't matter. He just sort of bounced off. It was great. I'm not going to be able to stack him though, am I, unfortunately? That's a little bit annoying. Never mind, we can maybe settle up here instead, but I kind of like this bit because it's sort of more of a canal through Japan. I'll probably settle up in Hokkaido, can't I, for the other city? Wait there for a turn. I'm sure you won't mind. American longswordsman. I mean, I'm pretty sure America didn't have longswordsmen. I don't think. It's a good question, actually. Did America have longswordsmen? Oh, well, I don't know. What do you guys reckon? I think America probably missed out on that bit of history, didn't it? Not that it's really missing out. It's just sort of a lot of knights and a lot of death, and yeah, I wouldn't go for it personally. Jacob Fugger. That's a name you've got to make sure you get very right. Otherwise, it's going to sound very rude very quickly. Doing well, though. That's quite nice. I'm just going to make sure that all my cities, if they've got a workshop, I'm going to work the specialist. I kind of like great engineers. They, it's a free wonder, and in such a large empire, the odd wonder can just do amazing things for you. It's really worth keeping an eye on it. Let's go and have a look at Hokkaido, shall we? The pioneers are great. They even see loads. And Greece appear to be sort of backing down a little bit more now that I've got longswordsmen, which is cool. I've jumped up to 7th, which means that people won't think that they can pick on me as much, which is quite nice. There's another ancient ruin here, which again is quite nice. I might just settle on the middle of this island. Like, that'll be fine. And yeah, we'll just keep Greece at bay while we settle everywhere. Oh, this is terrible news. Wellington, a 61, Sydney, a 60. They want to escape, and these are my precious food maritime city-states. I can't let them go. That would be sad. No, that's better. Fantastic. Yeah, we're doing alright. Everything's fine. just nothing much to report. Yay! It has come to my attention that whilst everything is growing very quickly, which is nice, I am very rapidly running out of happiness. So, you know, that's something to consider. Luckily though, there's a lot of buildings in my empire, colosseums and stoneworks and the like, that I can use to boost my happiness. It's all fine. Just we'll kill a couple of hundred people in gladiatorial combat. That's what we'll do. It'll all be fine. Everyone will be happy eventually. Armory is actually a pretty good to buy. If I can get an armory and then start building Minutemen from it, that'll be pretty swell. Otherwise, yeah, we'll get a bit of happiness in. Why not? Even like Chicago's doing amazingly all of a sudden. It's just, fantastic. Yeah, circuses and all the like. That'll be the sort of thing that we need. It's just plonk you down there. Oh, look, what a wonderful place that would be to settle. Maybe not. I'll tell you what, longswordsmen make very short work of brutes. Quite enjoying this sort of colonialization. My words are just on point at the moment. The fact that the pioneers don't get hit is amazing. I mean, it's helping me, really helping me. Like, Houston's doing well now. I've got a couple of other cities, St. Louis up here. I'm also looking in this area over here. This sort of far Russian area seems to be a very good place to settle. I mean, look at all these pearls and all these deer. This is actually going to be a very good city. Miami. I think it's a very different climate in Miami, but never mind. Let's just get a hunting lodge there quickly. We are now unhappy, unfortunately, which isn't... It's not great. I mean, it could be better, but we do also have 500 gold, so... Vilnius, you'll make me happy. Yeah, there we go. Perfect, I'm happy again. Yay! Hooray! This really is the only problem with the Liberty playthrough. You just get so many goddamn notifications everywhere. But this really is a sort of Liberty playthrough. The barbarians are desperately trying to stop me from like anything, but all I have to do is settle near them and just immediately start bombarding them. And yeah, hey presto, jobs are good. And it's doing, I mean, yeah. I'm enjoying this playthrough so far. It's been good fun. I really should get a science hut in Washington, whatever they call them. Hmmm Castle actually is a pretty decent option for a wonder. I've still got that great engineer. I'm just trying to sort of think as to what would be a good Liberty wonder to pick up. Forbidden Palace actually wouldn't be a bad thing. Minus 10% unhappiness. That actually would make a huge difference. Yeah, alright, fine. After gunpowder we go for that. Yeah, perfect. Done. Forbidden Palace it is. We'll see if we can get it. It's one of the locked ones. So I'm hoping it'll be a little bit easier. And by that I mean you need patronage to actually use it. So fingers crossed it'll be a little bit easier to do. My turns at the moment are just sort of, as you can see, I just sort of have to go through all the cities and give them lots of stuff. I'm trying not to do too many build queues just because I don't want to autopilot this game too much, but also because it's amazing what sort of idiocy I see from myself if I just sort of build a load of stuff and then don't look at a city for ages and ages and suddenly, oh, that would have been great to have a lighthouse there, you know, like that sort of stupid stuff. So try not to do that too much, but as you can see, turns take a little while, and then you always get the second turn when you realise you haven't moved everything as you'd expect to. I think that's this wave of pioneers done, and actually that's probably not a bad place to leave it just for now, just because my happiness has taken a bit of a hit once again. You can see that my local city happiness is plus 13 and my population unhappiness is 71, so that's not great. I need to sort that out and build a couple of colosseums everywhere. It's a shame I haven't got a religion. One of my first things I'm going to do actually is locate a religion that's obtainable for me and then go steal it. Unfortunately nobody around my area has a decent religion. In fact, nobody in my area has one at all. Who has the religions, I wonder? Let's have a look. World religions. Carthage have one. What does Judaism do? Let's find this out. Judaism. Ooh, you get tourism from Judaism. Oh no, are they going for the culture rush with the religion? Oh, that's a good play. Actually, I should probably keep an eye on that. How are people doing culturally? Carthage have 6 tourism. You know what? That's fine. I'll allow that. Do you remember me saying that one consequence of settling everywhere was going to be that all the AIs were going to hate me? Hostile, guarded, denouncing, guarded. Yeah, we're not going to make a lot of friends doing this, but it's fine. We're one turn away from gunpowder. I mean, gunpowder. It's fine. Jesus, look at all these people here. Come on, get out. Get out of my lands. My knit will knock you guys all out, I'm sure. It'll be fine. I don't even know what I'm doing with my troops anymore. They're just wandering around completely aimlessly, being bombarded by galleys. I mean, what else am I going to do with them, eh? Just explore, I guess. Lots of impies around my cities. Maybe I should be worried about that? I don't know. Nah, I'll be fine.